Is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready? Crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Shit. Ready?
2nd down, it's Henderson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Haywood. Use the mic.
Ambrose now on 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Watch the back.
Kill. You draw portraits. They go.
Now a handoff looking right. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chop it.
Check 31. Watch the safety crease.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Set the tone, defense.
Pilot, 64, weak. Yo, go. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run with Henderson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Ambrose to throw, operating from the gun. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Come on, set, 30 base.
Check, 40.
5.
They run the toss with Henderson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down, 18 Gators. Hard. Ready?
Now a handoff looking right. Well, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, it's Henderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To the right side, this is Henderson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darrell Henderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, check.
Hey. Black 6. Rabbit.
Speed grip.
Throwing again. Jones. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 22 jet bomber. Hey, wahoo! Fire.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
We got three. We got three, fellas. We got three.
2nd and 13. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Let's get it.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, shoot.
Mike's 50.
Ready?
On third down, Ambrose. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Got it. Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go.
Switch.
Now.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready. Go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Our time. It's our time.
Now. Hey, Echo.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
SOS. Let's go.
Now Ambrose. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Gross. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That's the way you make the spin.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
The Raiders take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Wild Bill. He get it.
Now they try the right side here. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. 30 base.
Drop deep.
Deep grip.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Topper!
Y'all playing the wrong.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Throwing Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Ambrose. Off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gross. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Jaguars first down.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Heavy. Watch the backfield.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 50. That's right. That's what I do.
Ambrose to throw on 2nd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On first down, it's Henderson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 16-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got 4.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rutledge. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Switch. Sponge. No.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
A 24-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
15 line. 6-6, pull it high. 49, check 49. Go. Hey, Charlie.
Now Jones. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down. 30 base.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, exit.
Mike, 6. Watch the out.
Hey.
Motion.
Let go.
Jones now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got to have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Yes. Get it.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
X3, 218, chopper.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 52's the mic. Watch it.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Completes it to Davis. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Ready?
On the counter, it's Henderson. Ooh, with a juke. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
25, check 25.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And an alley to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
It's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Watch out, watch out.
Pilot, 64, wait.
On 4th down, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Get.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Big rip. Big rip.
Again, it's Henderson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency.